Hey guys, it's Victoria and welcome back to FemmeHead. Today I want to talk about decluttering when you just don't have time for it. So I get a lot of questions or comments, something along the lines of, I really want to declutter and go through my stuff, but I just don't have time for it. And I think there's this misconception that you have to 100% commit to decluttering all at once and you have to block out several hours at a time to go through your closet or whatever, and that you have to get through your entire house in a weekend. And like, that's great, but it's not necessary. You can definitely drag it out over several months if that's what works for you. It is really helpful to pull all of your clothes or all of your books out and put them in a pile and go through them that way, because it really puts it all in perspective of like, look at this giant pile of stuff I have, and it kind of motivates you just a little bit more to like, okay, let's really go through this. But you can definitely do it without doing it that way, because maybe you only have time to pull out everything from your closet and then you have to run off to a meeting or to pick up a kid, and so you can't finish it, and you obviously can't have your clothes sitting out on your bed because you're going to need to sleep there in a couple of hours. My advice is to break it down into tiny bite-sized manageable chunks. 15 to 30 minutes of decluttering, even 10 minutes will get you so far. But I think it's really important to create a plan of attack, because we all have those areas of our house that are the most cluttered or they frustrate us the most, and that's really where we're losing our time or just kind of like losing our mind. So ask yourself, like, what is the area that frustrates me the most? It might be your closet, it might be your kitchen pantry, it might be your bathroom, it might be your kids' room, like whatever it is, and then break it down into as small of sections as you can. So for example, if it is your closet, write down shoes, shirts, pants, dresses, pajamas, underwear, socks, as small of sections as you can. And then when you have 10 minutes or you have half an hour, look at your list and say, okay, closet is number one. I'm going to start with shoes, and just take 10 to 20 minutes and go through your shoes. And then once that's done, you can either be done and go on with your day, or if you have, okay, that went faster than I thought, I have still have another 10 minutes or 20 minutes, you can look at your list and say, okay, shirts are next or underwear are next, and just kind of work through it that way. And when you have it planned out and you don't have to think of like, oh, what should I go through right now? What should I do? It's just, that's going to save you time too. If it's your kitchen pantry, break it down by shelf: canned food, box food, bulk food, bagged food, whatever it is, or just like top shelf, middle shelf, bottom shelf. And when you have 10 minutes, go through your top shelf or go through like the left section of your top shelf. You'll be surprised how quickly you will move through things. And as you're going about your life, I think it's so beneficial to change your perspective of how you're looking at stuff. If you're just kind of like blindly putting stuff away, it's so easy to just put blinders on to the clutter or the different things. But we all have those moments, oh, I forgot I had this, or I can't remember the last time I wore this or I used this. That is the perfect time to take said object out of wherever it's living and put it in a donation box or bag. And you can always go through that bag before you take it to wherever you're going to donate it. When you come home with your groceries for the week, take just a couple extra minutes before you put those groceries away to look at your fridge and to pull out all the expired food, or to, take 10 minutes to kind of straighten up the cans in your pantry or something simple like that. When you do have time to tidy up, instead of just taking everything and putting it away or hiding the clutter behind doors or drawers, change your perspective. Like, as you're touching stuff, like, is this important? Do I need this? Is this something I enjoy? It really is beneficial. There are so many different strategies and tips out there, and so you definitely will find something that works for you. For example, one thing I saw that I think I used for a little bit is you take all of your hanging clothes and you flip the hangers backwards, and then as you wear something and you put it back on the hanger and you put the hanger back in the closet, you put it right ways. And then after a couple months, whatever it is, you can look at your closet and see those items that are still hanging backwards, and that's a pretty good indicator of like, okay, yeah, I don't use this anymore and I can probably get rid of it. You'll be surprised how many things are still hanging backwards, even if you have a smaller amount of clothing. Find your own way to declutter, and by declutter I don't mean just buying storage bins to better organize your junk, actually taking the time to go through it. For example, when I got into minimalism and decluttering, my mom was super interested too, and I went down a couple times to help her go through her closet, her clothes, her drawers, and that sort of stuff. And I went through my room back home and got rid of all my stuff that I didn't need, and took what I wanted back up here. She has been moving pretty slow with it, but that's not a bad thing. She will go, shelf by shelf or drawer by drawer or closet by closet, and she gets so much satisfaction from that process, and she's so happy when she makes it through like just the smallest area video. She's constantly sending me messages or pictures. Look at this drawer, or look at this closet. Like, I went through the pantry today. I went through the pink closet and it feels so good. You don't have to do it all at once to get the benefit of it. And so just move at whatever pace works for you. What methods have you found to work for decluttering or tidying up? I definitely discovered minimalism and decluttering through the Kon Mari Method, and I feel like that's what gets people started, and especially with her new Netflix show, I feel like it's kind of had a resurgence of tidying and decluttering. How'd you discover it? What methods work best for you? And if you haven't done it all at once, how did you slowly do it over time? Share those down below. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like minimalism, decluttering related video, give them a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to FemmeHead for more of moi, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!